If you've ever heard the phrase, "your thoughts shape your reality," you've probably wondered, is there actual science behind that? For centuries, mystics claimed the mind influences the world, and today, quantum physics whispers something strangely familiar, but not in the way most people imagine. We live in a time where ancient wisdom and modern physics are colliding. Manifestation, the observer effect, energy, intention, they're everywhere. But what's real and what's misinterpreted? To understand where consciousness fits into the universe, we first have to understand how the universe behaves at its smallest levels, and that story begins with uncertainty. As within, so without. For millennia, the mystics, the alchemists, and the seers have whispered a dangerous secret across the corridors of history. It is a claim that defies the mechanical view of the universe. It is the belief that the boundary between in here, the realm of thought, and out there, the realm of matter, is merely an illusion. The spiritual claim is absolute. The mind does not merely perceive the world, the mind influences the world. In our modern age, this ancient whisper has become a roar. We call it manifestation. We speak of shifting energy. We feel intuitively that our intention carries weight, that the observer and the observed are locked in a silent dance. But intuition is not proof. When we look for evidence, we turn to the new priesthood of our age, quantum physics. We hear terms like the observer effect and entanglement used as proof that magic is real. Quantum physics does contain mysteries that sound remarkably spiritual, but if we want to master this power, we must respect it. Let's separate the quantum facts from the mystical myths. To understand the magic, we must visit the basement of reality. First principle, superposition. In our world, things are here or there, but in the quantum void, an electron is a ghost. It exists in a cloud of infinite probabilities, waiting for a command to define itself. This leads to the measurement problem. When the universe is interrogated, when a measurement is made, the cloud collapses. Nature is forced to choose one reality. But be careful. Measurement here means a physical interaction, like a photon hitting an electron. It is the universe touching itself. So, who is the observer? This brings us to the observer effect. An observer is not limited to a conscious soul. A camera is an observer. A wall is an observer. But the lesson is profound. Nothing exists in isolation. To exist is to interact. Here is where the path becomes steep. The ego loves to believe it is the architect of reality. We are told that without us, the universe is undefined. But this is where spirituality often kidnaps science for vanity. The truth is decoherence. The wave function does not need your eyes to collapse. It collapses when it interacts with the environment. Dust, air, heat. The world does not wait for your permission to exist. Intention is not mechanics. There is no evidence that thinking positive thoughts rearranges subatomic particles to manifest wealth. But this is good news. If your fleeting fears instantly changed reality, the world would be a nightmare. The stability of the physical world is a sanctuary. But do not lose heart. The naked truth of quantum mechanics is stranger than fiction. Properties like position are undefined until measured. Your perception does not create the world, but it crystallizes it. Then, there is entanglement. Two particles separated by the universe respond to each other instantly. This suggests a staggering spiritual truth. Separation is an illusion. We are woven into a tapestry where nothing is truly alone. We live in a probabilistic universe. Nothing is fixed. The mystics say you live in a field of potential. Physics agrees. The future is written in water, fluid, changing, and alive. Many physicists suspect reality is made of information. If so, the universe is less like a machine and more like a thought. John von Neumann identified the infinite chain. If every measuring device is made of particles, where does the chain end? He suggested it only breaks when it hits something non-physical, the human mind. Eugene Wigner proposed that consciousness is the active agent that collapses the wave function. While controversial, it suggests the mind is not an intruder in the physical world, but its final architect. John Wheeler gave us the participatory universe. He pictured the cosmos evolving eyes specifically to look back at itself. We are the mechanism by which the universe knows itself. We must distinguish metaphor from mechanics. In physics, likes repel. The law of attraction is a psychological truth, not an electromagnetic one. You are not a literal magnet. Consciousness is not a force in the standard model. It does not push atoms. It is the light that illuminates the room, not the hand that moves the furniture. So where is the magic? It is inside you. Your brain collapses the chaos of sensory data into reality. You are not collapsing wave functions in a lab. You are collapsing the noise of life into meaning. Your mechanism is attention. If you focus on fear, you collapse a reality of pain. If you shift your gaze to growth, the pain falls into the quantum shadow. You change the physics of your experience. How do we live this? Through resonance. When you break a pattern of anxiety, you shift the frequency. You are not trapped. Use superposition as a metaphor. When you feel uncertain, remember, you are standing in a field of maybe. Uncertainty is not a trap. It is the presence of infinite potential. And finally, collapse. Your intention is the measurement. Don't let the world happen to you. Observe your life with intent. Collapse the chaos into a path of purpose. We return to where we began. We are not wizards, but neither are we cogs in a machine. Quantum physics reveals a universe more connected and alive than we dared imagine. A reality where the observer and observed are one. If reality is a field of infinite possibilities, then so are you. I leave you with this question. If reality is waiting for your attention, which version of you will you collapse into being? Do you believe consciousness shapes reality? Leave your story in the comments. Let's build a library of evidence. So next time someone asks, is synchronicity just math, or is the universe winking at you? Remember, your reply will shape the reality. You're part of this collective unfolding. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, Universal Consciousness signing out.